Dylan Watson running the board for us tonight. Appreciate that very much. Done a great job this year. So they're getting the coin toss taken care of. We'll see what comes of it. Not much of a breeze right now. The wind is actually
pretty chilly, crisp night, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's one of our cooler ones. That Roosevelt night was pretty cold. And this, I think it got down to this during the game. I don't think it started out quite this chilly, but you know, it's 7th of November, I guess. So.
Right.
The sun's been down for a couple hours already, so Mustangs won the toss, and they deferred.
So we'll defense.
See what Severance will do on offense. Know what the Fort Morgan defense will come out against them. This first quarter is brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030.
And it's dry, but when it's cold like this, there's the possibility of fumbles and tip passes that may lead to interceptions and turnovers. So we're hoping that happens for the Mustangs on this first drive.
Would be helpful. Brady Iverson is their quarterback, 29 of 52 for 383 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. He's had one touchdown rushing. I'm just going to get all the words there out together, I guess. Kelson Gazdick has 29 carries, 173 yards with 4 touchdowns. Brody Rittenauer, 78 carries, 290 yards, no touchdowns for him. Ethan Shires, 1 touchdown rushing, 2 receiving touchdowns. So we are ready to get this underway. And onside kick once again, but it gets down to about the 15, out to the 20, 25, the 30, the 35. Big block at the 40, the 45, out to midfield. Somebody laid a pretty good block on one of the Mustangs there that sprung him for another 10 or 15 yards. So Severance is fired up and ready to hit. Will be first.
Yeah, good field position.
Yep.
Right, good field.
Receivers left and right. Going to be a pitch back around that left side. Going to get downfield down to 45, down inside the 45.
Run the play by Ethan Shires.
Ethan Shires was the lone setback. Picked up 5 on that, so we'll bring 2nd and 5 from the 45. Single receivers. They do have a double set in the backfield. Pass down this right sideline, and that is going to be nice job there, and that is going to be Jaden Carrera on the breakup. He was right there in the pocket of Derek Potts.
Yeah, he never really found the ball. He just kind of swung his arms up through the receivers and was able to dislodge that. The back judge was reaching for his flag, but then realized that it was right at the moment of the ball getting there.
Handoff on this right side, and he will get a first down at the 35, at the 30, 25, 20. He's going to kick out to the left side, the 15, the 10, the 5, and a touchdown for Ethan Shires. Wow. Way too easy.
Yeah, they did a good job on the first rush. They ran it outside, and Fort Morgan turned it back in. Even though he gained 5, it was pretty much a lot of individual effort. And that one, he just had a big hole for the first 15 yards and made 1 cut, and it was clear sailing.
Yeah, looked like he broke a couple of tackles there early on, but he just pulled away from them and cut it out to the left and found the end zone. So the PAT, the snap kick is up and right down the middle. So that puts Severance up here early, 7-0. Mustangs will come out for their first possession.
And there's that intensity. Severance doesn't want to end up tied with Fort Morgan at 3-7. They want to end up 4-6.
They don't want to. They don't want to be at the bottom of the pile of the 3A1 North League, I think is what it is, or North 1 League, or
Northridge is at the bottom. Not Northridge,
Mountain View. Sorry, yep.
But and it's senior night, so we got to hear them introduce and talk about each of the seniors and all their goals and aspirations, and it's always nice to see those kids, whatever school it is.
Yep.
Seniors made it through 4 years and playing their final home game, and so we'll see how the Mustangs answer.
Kelson Gazdik will kick off for the Silver Knights. Back for the Mustangs. And I believe it is going to be Don Marquez and Frankie Rias deep at about the 5. That was an onside kick over on the left side. That was kind of, I'm not sure what he wanted there, but I don't think he wanted to kick it out of bounds necessarily. That's going to be Fort Morgan ball at the 36, 7, 30. Where they finally running it out here? So
looks like the 39, maybe. Well, it's 5 yards from penalty from where it went out, I thought. Maybe not. Maybe it's right where it went out of bounds. Yep. There at the.
So basically, yeah, they're moving it up. It looks like it'll be about their own 45. They'll get it set here pretty quick. 43. So good field position for the Mustangs. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Snap back to JJ. Little flip out of right side. And the pass is caught by Ben Fritzler. And down far enough for the first down. So nice little play there by the Mustangs. That's a first down that gets them down into Severance territory at the 44. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ. Going to be a handoff to JJ. Breaks, doesn't quite break a tackle. Got tackled. Got about 3 yards, maybe 2 yards. Let's see where they're going to put it. That hole closed pretty quick. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 8. Got it to the 42.
Yes. Severance playing with 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, standard 3-4.
Going to put Jess in motion left to right. He cuts up field. JJ's going deep down the right sideline, and that is going to be just over the head of his intended receiver, Isaiah Ortiz. He was covered pretty well down there.
Yeah, and the ball was about 3 yards too deep for him.
Yep.
All right, Silver Knights, it's a 3rd down.
So it'll bring up.
Here you get low.
So it'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs. Going to have 3 receivers left. Snap back, JJ rolls out to his left. Pass downfield, caught by Frankie at the 30, 25 maybe. But nice pitch and catch there by the Mustangs. I think Frankie came from the far side. The first down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they seem to have that short passing game going strong for them.
Got it to the 23.
19 yards.
19 yard, yep. Isaiah Ortiz split wide right. Already knows what the play is apparently. Jess is going to join him out there to the right side.
Jess uncovered. Oh, now
Jordan Perez left
over the top.
Frankie going to be a handoff to Fritzler up the middle. Not much there. He might have got a yard. I'm not.
Tackle and play, maybe number 7, Kelson.
Yeah, they're packing it in.
Yeah, it's going to be Oh, second and 10. I thought maybe he got a little yardage there, but nothing going. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ, lines up behind him. Put Jess in motion right to left. Oh, that pass is going to be knocked down. He was looking for Isaiah Ortiz slanting in from the right side, but that was knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the pass rush is going to be a problem for JJ if the offensive linemen don't figure out a way to slow him down, because they got right to him.
Yeah, it seems like their best passing game is when he has a chance to roll out and gives him a little bit of time, gets away from that rush. It's now 3 receivers to the right. Jordan Perez to the left. Oh, bad snap, but JJ runs it down, going to run out the right side, and finally throws it downfield. Going to be caught by Frankie Rias down inside the 10. Did he fumble?
Yeah, fumbled it out of bounds.
Whew. But nice job there. I could see JJ not wanting to cross that line of scrimmage, and he did not. So he found Frankie open, got him enough time there. Frank came open inside the 10. So it'll be a 1st and goal, Fort Morgan from the 9. 8th play of the drive coming up. Started this at their own 43. A little over 2 minutes off the clock. Pass to Isaiah Ortiz. He's going to come up just short of the goal line. About the 3-yard line, maybe. Bring up a 2nd goal from the, let's see where they finally put it down. I think he put it at the 1. So 2nd and goal, nice. Play there by the Mustangs as they trail at 7-0 here with 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Full house backfield for the Mustangs. Going to be a handoff to Don Marquez. He goes around the right side into the end zone for a Fort Morgan touchdown.
The play is good for Fort Morgan touchdown.
So
It's a 1-yard run for Don Marquez. Touchdown run. JJ gets to hand off to his little brother and gets him a touchdown here. See if Frankie can put it through the uprights to tie it up here with 7:59 to go here, first quarter. Await the snap. Good snap. Placement down, and it is blocked. Wow, so no good.
So the difference so far is the extra point.
Yep, Mustangs, that's a nice drive. They went, 57 yards in 9 plays.
Yeah, that 1-yard touchdown was just the 3rd rushing yard, though, we got out of that drive. The rest all came via the pass. But, you know, defenses dictate where you're going to get the ball. If they put everybody up and leave fewer people back, then you're going to end up with more, passing yardage. And if they drop back and not let you pass, then you're going to be more open up front for running.
Sure. And they use the short passing game kind of like a running game, which worked for them on that one. But a nice way to answer that touchdown by Severance.
Let's see if we can cover it and hold them from getting back to midfield on this second kickoff.
Irvin Melendez Corona with the kick, and it's going to be scooted along the ground once again. Going to be picked up at the 28, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45. It's a good field position once again. 1st and 10 from the 47, I believe.
Little contrast between the last 2 teams we played, where we squibbed that and whoever got to it just fell on it.
Yeah.
Whoever gets that ball, they just run straight upfield.
Yeah, they're not falling. Yeah, they're not falling on it. They're scooping it and going. So one receiver split wide left and right. High backfield. Behind Iverson, going to be pitch out here to this right side. He's going to get some room down into the Fort Morgan territory, down to the 45, 46. He's going to be just short. I believe that was Max Yawn.
Yawn.
Second and short for the Knights.
So 2nd and 1 from the 43. Handoff right up the middle, going to be enough for a first down as he gets it down to the 40. Picks up a gain of 3. Boy, they're hustling right up to the line. 1st and 10 from the 40. Snap back, looks over on the left side. Open at the 35 and is going to be driven out, and that is Jordan Rodriguez, a junior wide receiver.
Jordan Rodriguez. Second down for the Knights.
So, 2nd down and 1. Handoff over on that left side once again.
Running the play again by number 0, Max
Yawn once again. Be enough for the first down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's just a quick hitter there, running right up the middle.
Snap back deep down the right sideline, and that, oh, beautiful catch, over the shoulder catch there by Jordan Rodriguez. Wow.
He kind of extended his arm to get some distance between him and the defender, but yeah, that's just the way that they let him do it in college and pro, so what are you going to call?
So 25-yard pass, and looks like the swinging gate type of thing here. We'll see how they handle this, and they're going to line up for the extra point. 13-6 as we sit right now, waiting for the extra point. Snap down, kick up, and that clears the crossbar and is good. So that will make it 14-6.
Yeah, they seem to just be able to beat us with whatever phase of the football they want to go with.
Yeah, they're hustle. The only team we've seen hustle up like that is Lutheran. We haven't seen any other team that hustles right up to the line of scrimmage. They didn't do it on their first drive, but they did it on that drive. Made it 14-6. So the Mustangs will have to match touchdowns here. We'll see what they do with this kickoff, if they kick it out of bounds again or what they're going to do with it. Kelson Gazdick walks up, going to step back now.
Isn't it Roosevelt that also does that?
Yeah, I think that they all go run up there and then they back off. And so let's see what he does with it this time. Going to kick it off this time, and that is going to be to Dom Marquez at about the 13, out to the 25, 26-yard line. Kind of a wobbly kick. It wasn't a real typical end-over-end type of kick, but Dom handled it well.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the 26.
First down for the Mustangs.
7:02 to go here, opening quarter. Mustangs trail at 14-6. Excuse me.
And again, well, now they've got, 3 down linemen, 4 up on the line.
Snap back to JJ. He rolls out to his right. Looks. He's going to pull it down, and he is going to go down. Maybe a yard.
Number 7, Kelson Gaston.
His first run of the night.
Try to keep him off of that left shoulder. So
He kind of wanted to on that one pass play that he ended up throwing to Urias for 13 down at the other end, but they have a spy on him, and he's coming up and keeping them from getting positive yardage.
So 2nd and 9 from the 27. 2 receivers right, left. Snap back on the inside, handoff to Fritzler, but he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Tackle and play made by number 24, Hayden
that-
Alice.
I guess you would call that a draw play. Is that
Yep.
back to the
All
24?
right, Silver Knights, it's a third down. Late.
Trying to
Loss of
slow
3.
down that rush by going with a draw and a screen. Those are two plays that make them slow down a little bit, but they read that well.
3rd and 12 from the 24. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Fort Morgan's going to call a timeout.
Timeout called by the Mustangs.
Get a word in here from one of our sponsors, Buckeye Welding Supply. If you have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Avenue in Sterling.
Yep. I think they just had a little trouble getting the play in and some of the player personnel that they needed. And Harrison Chisholm, the head coach, just didn't want to end up with 3rd and 17 instead of 3rd and 12. It's hard enough to pick that up.
See what they can draw up here. Wide left, I believe, is it? I can't tell who that is. Can't see the numbers. 2 receivers right. Going to put Isaiah Keys in motion, and he's going to stop. Going to be a snap back to JJ. Pass out to the right to Jess, and if he's in far enough, he may have picked up the first down. It is close.
Yeah, it's right on the line.
Number 7, Kelson Bassett.
Let's see, they're giving it to him. Nice job there.
Sound for
JJ rolls out to his right and found Broden Jess out on the right side. So it brings up a 1st and 10 from the 36. Nice pass play by the Mustangs.
Yeah, JJ 5 for 7 so far.
2 receivers left and right. Single set. They're going to put Jess in motion once again. JJ drops back, observes down the field, and he's going to pull it down and run. Oh, he dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And looks like Severance must have jumped on it because he's walking off the field. I think he was running out there. I don't think he put the ball away. I think he had that ball loose out there in that hand.
Yeah, so on JJ's second run of the night, he fumbles the ball and sets up the Severance Silver Knights at the Mustang 40-yard line, short field for them.
So 5:23 to go, opening quarter. Mustangs trail at 14-6. Did get a touchdown. Had the extra point blocked. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Single backfield. Pass over the middle, and that is behind his, his intended receiver.
number 13, Derek Potts. 2nd down for the Knights.
And he's 2 for 2 out of 4 passing tonight, but one of them was that nice touchdown that he dropped in there.
2 receivers left and right. Single back. Snap back going to be thrown out here to the side. It's going to be a forward pass, but well out in front of his intended receiver, Jordan Rodriguez.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication there. First time they've had 3rd and long tonight.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and see if they don't pick it up. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, I think that's a good prop bet there.
I know I'm going against all odds, I'm sure. But 2 receivers left, 1 right. Iverson, he's going to pull it down and run around this right side at the 40, at the 35, at the 30. He'll get down enough for the first down. He kind of hesitated, got around there and hesitated a little bit, waited for his block.
Brady Iverson.
And Iverson
Good enough for his
picks
Silver
up the
Knights.
first down, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 29. 11-yard scamper there by Brady Iverson.
And so far, a pretty penalty-free game.
Yep.
Haven't seen the laundry on the field yet, except for the kick out of bounds.
Up under center is Iverson. Going to be a handoff on this right side at the 25. Almost down to the 21.
Play by number 24, Hayden Ellis.
Hayden Ellis, sophomore,
What number is that?
24.
24.
So I'll bring up a second and 4. Handoff to the same guy. He's going to get it down inside the 20. We'll have the first down. So first and 10 for the Silver Knights at the 17-yard line.
Well, they've got 4 different running backs with the ball on 3 different drives. Although both passes have gone to Rodriguez.
I'd like to see if I thought we had some numbers on that, the weights on these kids. He looked like a pretty good sized back. Handoff again over on the left side at the 15, at the 10. He is going to make it in. I don't think he got pulled down from the back. Nice job over there by Sincere Coleman. That'll be enough for a first down. He's down at the 3. I wasn't sure Sincere was going to be able to catch him, but he brought him down.
He got to him, and he tackled him up high and knocked him down.
So first and goal at the 3. Handoff right up the gut and into the into the end zone. I did not see who that was. Let's see who gets up with the ball.
Touchdown on the play by number 95,
Oh.
Jerry D.
Sappa. He is a senior defensive lineman.
Yeah, I'm just going to call him Zappa.
That'll work. Somebody
Nice little 3-yard touchdown.
So touchdown by
2 on the running plays and 1 on the pass play. And looks like Alice is hurt.
Yeah, walking him off. So 3:38 to go, opening quarter.
Zappa back in. Looks like they're explaining to him what he needs to do.
Yep.
So maybe he's not a usual running back.
See if they do it, if they're going to shift. Yeah, they're going to shift into the normal point after try formation. Snap back, placement down, and it is up and good.
Extra point by Nelson Gazzi.
Makes the score now 21-6
21, Severance. 6 for
for Severance. Mustangs have the 1 turnover, and they turn it into a touchdown.
And we thought this would be a little more of a defensive struggle because, like he said in the pregame, they don't tend to score a lot of points.
Yep.
But they are hitting on all cylinders tonight.
That's for sure. So Fort Morgan is going to need to answer here. Be nice on this drive. They don't want to get too far down. They're already 2 touchdowns down, and Severance seems to be able to move the ball at will. Don Marquez, Frank Urias, down at the 5. They await the kickoff. Another deep kickoff on the left side. Let's see it. It's going to go out of bounds. So that's the second one that's gone out of bounds for Severance. That'll bring it up to the 35.
first down for the
So let's hope the Mustangs can stay ahead of the sticks and not end up with 3rd and 12 like the last drive. That kind of made it difficult, although they were able to make that 3rd and 12.
Get the ball set here. Two receivers left. Isaiah Ortiz. Roden Jess out to the right. I think this is Jordan Perez out here to the left. Snap back to JJ. Quick pass out to the right. That is into the hands, I believe, of Isaiah Ortiz. He struggles, keeps Almost broke the tackle, but kept fighting out to the 44. So just a yard short of the first down. Bring up 2nd and 1 from the 44.
That's a much better first down play.
Two receivers right, two left. Single back with JJ. Going to be an inside handoff and nothing there for Fritzler. Man, he tries to go up the middle and there was nothing there but a Severance silver knight. So they'll bring up a 3rd down. That was, excuse me, a loss of 2.
Yeah, the Mustangs only have total 3 yards rushing on 7 attempts.
And there's just nothing there unless they can get something wide. Same formation as before. Snap back to JJ. Look out to his right. He's going to roll out to his right. He's going to pull it down. There's a flag behind the play. Probably going to be a holding. Throws it incomplete.
Pass on the play is incomplete.
It's going to be a holding on Fort Morgan.
For the Mustangs.
I'm going to guess they're going to decline that and make it 4th. I would, well.
So do you think Fort Morgan would go for it on 4th and 3?
I don't know. Let's see what they do.
Down.
Yeah, they're going to decline
15
it. So.
points. So we'll find out. And here comes the punt team. So that answers that.
Yep.
Yeah, down 15 points with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. You would like to, maybe take a stand and take a shot, but boy, that would just, if they got the ball and went in and scored, that'd pretty much be the game, I would think.
That would
down 28-6.
set them up in excellent field position. So we'll see if they can make them jump. Draw them off sides. Nope, going to be a snap. Yeah. Running kick, and it's going to get a good Mustang balance. Going to be picked up about the 23 at the 25 at the 30. And finally knocked out of bounds on the far sideline.
Number 10, Jordan Rodriguez. First down, 7.
First down. Severance at their own 40. .208 to go here in the opening quarter.
That's like the worst field position they've started with. They started on the 50, the 47, and the 40. I guess same as last time.
Yep. What do we got going on here?
Legal procedure, and they're going to make them punt it again.
Wonderful. They can't. I've already got the information down on my sheet. They didn't ask us, did they?
Nope.
Huh.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as they end up back on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it's got to be on the 40. I'm not changing my numbers on here for nobody. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Well, you'll have to add 5 to the punt if that's the case. Net anyway.
Yeah. Lines up. Kicks that. Nice punt there by Frankie. It's going to bounce at about the 25. Yeah, keep going there. Get him. Atta boy.
Jess.
I'll change that. A clear bat's a 20-yard loss back to the 20.
Yeah, glad they accepted that penalty.
Yeah.
On the play by Jordan Rodriguez.
But Broden Jess with the hustle downfield and the tackle, lone open field tackle for the Mustangs. So now we'll see what Severance does. Minute 59 now. Opening quarter. See if the Mustangs can get a turnover here and get some good field position. Going to be a handoff on the left side. Nice job there, but still gets some good yardage. And what, out to the 23.
Play with number 7, Kelson Gassick.
21, 23. We'll call it a 3-yard gain.
His first carry of the night for the senior.
2nd and 7 from the 23, single receivers left and right. Iverson under center. It'll be pitch out to this right side and get around the corner at the 25, at the 30, at the 35, still on his feet, still running out to midfield. Mustangs not wrapping up when they get to the, when they get a chance to tackle. Ethan Shires with the run.
First down.
So that got them out of negative territory and got him into positive
28
territory.
yards for Shires, and he had the 45-yard touchdown earlier.
Single receiver right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation, going to be a snap back to Iverson. Lefty looks downfield, and that was just out in front of his intended receiver, Rodriguez.
Yeah, he's got some wide open receivers there, but not getting the ball to him. At least not to where they can catch it.
Yeah, he just led him about a yard or two there.
Seems like Rodriguez is about the only person he wants to target on that passing game.
Single receivers, eye backfield behind Iverson. Going to be a handoff right up the middle at the 45, at the 40, at the 35, at the 30, 25, 20. Oh, that's going to be a horse collar tackle, I believe. No, they didn't call it. I'm surprised they didn't call it. I'm not sure who had got him. For sure, was that Cooper Chisholm that was bringing him down?
42 yards for the senior.
So 1st and goal on the run from the 7-yard line. Severance knocking on the door once again with a 21-6 lead. Clock running here, 30 seconds in the opening quarter. Going to be rollout. Iverson rolls out, still rolls out. He's going to try to get in. Did he get it over? I don't believe so. He goes out of bounds just short of the goal line. That'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Probably less than a yard, but we'll call it 1.
Yeah, he just didn't want to stick his nose in there and try and make it, which as a quarterback, you're probably not wanting that on a regular basis.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Unless you're Briggs Wheatley, then he brought it every play.
Yep. Yeah, he put his head in there. Although JJ, he'll run it and give you a knock. Handoff right up the middle. Touchdown. And let's see who that's going to be. Kelson Gazdick.
And we finished the first quarter probably 28-6.
Touchdown run, Kelson Gazdick. Going to line up a regular to start with, and they're going to try the point after. Snap. Kick is up and good.
No good.
Oh, to miss.
Wide right.
Excuse me.
So 21-point lead now for the Silver Knights of Severance High School, just north and east of Windsor.
Yep.
Home of Bruce's Bar, world famous Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yep.
After the touchdown, scores 27, Severance 6.
27-6. Severance. It's a beautiful, I don't think this is a very old field here, a very old school. It's a real nice football field and stands. They got a nice baseball field. I brought the baseball team up a couple of times. Basketball.
I don't know if this is their first year with seniors, or maybe last year was their first year with seniors.
Yeah, I don't know how many years they've been. I would think at least last year, probably. Kick's going to come over this side, and it is going to be Sincere Coleman at the 20. Goes around the right side. He's got some speed if he can get out there. At the 25, no, he's not going to get quite to the 25.
Number 6,
Yeah, so a little better field position
First down.
for the Mustangs. 24-yard line.
So 6 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Where they finally 24. Okay.
So they'll get one play off, and then it'll be end of the quarter.
End of the quarter, and we'll take a break in 6 seconds. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Going to put Jess in motion once again. Snap back. That is going to be completed pass. I think the flag is going to be on Jess. I think he's cutting up field too soon. I believe
It'll still be the end of the quarter.
Yeah. So at the end of one,
But you're right. So do you take the loss of 1, or do you put them back at 1st and 15? I think you take the loss and stick with that. Yeah, he's been bordering on cutting up field. And, up north, the Canadian Football League, that'd be fine. But down here in Colorado, it's no bueno.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So is it? They haven't changed anything yet. We'll wait here and see what they're
explaining it to the captains.
What they're up to here. It's either going to be second down or. Anyway, that's the end of the quarter. We'll take a break here with the Mustangs trail at 27-6 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel, Kevin Rohde back here at Severance, 27-6 Severance. First and, well, it was 1st and 10. It can't be 1st and 10. There was a flag. Okay, I'm confused.
Yeah, they have messed this up.
Anyway, now they just flipped it to, well, maybe they flipped it to second. Anyway, pass out on the left side. Because they had 1st and 15 up there, which it should have been. Now it's 3rd down. So they, okay.
Because they were started at the 24 down here, so they set up that, and they just never put the 5-yard penalty on them.
So now it's, well, they declined the penalty.
Well, it was a loss of,
right? But it should have been 2nd and
12 or something.
Yeah. Anyway, it's 3rd and 10.
I don't know. I see that a lot at ends of quarters. It doesn't seem like they line up exactly where it was.
It's the 3rd down. Let me hear you get loud.
Anyway, 3rd and 10 from their own 24. Got 4 receivers split left. JJ rolls out to his left, gets out of the. That's going to be almost intercepted, but Jordan Perez had lost sight of the ball. Hadn't seen that formation all year. 4 wide receivers to the left. JJ did a good job. He had a kid hot on his heels. He pulled away from him.
Yeah, the old Fritzler motioned out of the backfield and left an empty backfield with the 4 receivers on the left.
So Frankie Rice to punt once again. Here on senior night here in Severance. Frankie ready to punt and get lined up here. 4th and 10. Up. Had to pull it down, and then he gets the punt off. And that's going to land about the 35. Going to go down inside the 20. Going to be dead about the, I'm going to call it the 18.
Down around the 18-yard line.
But Frankie does a running soccer style type of kick, and he had guys right in there on him. He had to pull the ball down, and they went by, and then he kicked it and got a pretty decent punt out of the thing. So
yeah, that one was a little closer than I'd like.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him, punt it before there's defenders behind him.
So 1st and 10 from their own 18-yard line.
All right, well, let's see what defense can do to stop them this time.
Snap, going to be a handoff to Shires over on this left side, and there's no quitting those running backs. That is for darn sure. He's going to get the 2nd down at the 26. So 2nd and 2. They've got out of their hurry-up offense.
I think they have to run hard because there's a lot of competition. They've got several really good running backs that can just step in if you don't do your best.
2 receivers right and left, single back with Iverson. Going to be a handoff to Shires once again at the 25. He'll get out across the 30, 31, 32-yard line.
Number 1, Ethan Shires.
For the first down.
For the Silver Knight, first down.
Out to the 32. 6-yard run for Shires.
That's his 5th carry, and I'm saying he's probably got around 85 yards with 5 carries.
Yeah, he doesn't go down on the first hit. None of them do.
And I think their offensive line is opening some holes that Fritzler doesn't have the benefit of.
Quick pass, and that ball was tipped. They're calling that a completion?
Yeah.
Wow. Got his hand on it. Apparently it was tipped at the line of scrimmage and said it was caught.
Brett Varney.
All right. Varney, maybe some before Morgan fans remember a Pat Varney that played for the Mustangs. It's his son, who's a senior. Got a nice catch out to the 39, 7 yards.
2nd and 3. Clock runs here, 9:45 and counting here, 2nd quarter. 27-6 Severance. I formation. There'll be a handoff to Shires once again out across the 45. Keeps running at the 50. He broke a tackle at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10. Breaks another tackle at the 10 and into the end zone for the touchdown along that west sideline.
Yeah, 61 yards on that carry. And, we talk about not quitting. There was a Fort Morgan defender there that was running right next to him. Didn't even, he could have jumped on him there at the 5, and he just let him run.
Yep.
So, not good for the Mustangs there.
So we'll see how the point after try goes here. Kelson Gazdi. Kick is going to be blocked or not, or just mishandled. One or the other anyway. It's no good. 33-6. So this 2nd quarter is brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. So tough night here so far for the Mustangs. 33-6. Not what I had envisioned by going what their record plus looking at the stats. I thought it would be a more competitive game than what we're seeing here right now.
Most definitely. I knew that Severance was probably the better team statistically and record-wise and equal, comparing against Toad.
Yep.
But not this.
Yeah, Fort Morgan just can't, after their only touchdown, they haven't been able to muster up much offense. Gazdi with the kick. Oh, Dom goes through Dom's hands, and does he finally falls on it? But Dominic Marquez was running full steam, and it hit him in the chest and bounced away. But he did recover it. That would have been disastrous for the Mustangs.
Right.
1st and 10 from their own 27. 9:22 to go. 2nd quarter.
Only ran 18 plays from scrimmage so far this half.
2 receivers left, and then be an inside handoff to Isaiah Ortiz. No, that's Dominic Marquez, excuse me. He'll get it out across the 40. Nice. He lined up at that wing T and came across the formation, got the handoff and got it out across the 40 to the 42.
Yeah, his 2nd carry. 15 on that. 1 on the other one for a touchdown. So a good night so far for Dom.
Yep. Just a freshman for the Mustangs. Line up in that wing T once again. Going to be a inside handoff. That didn't get the result that they wanted. He handed that off to Fritzler, and then Fritzler handed that off to Dom coming across.
Second down for the Mustangs.
That is a loss of about 3. Back to the 39. So bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yeah,
some of those,
that one was a little too slow developing.
yeah, and as fast as that defensive line gets through there, it's got to be quick hitters. Going to be a play action out here to Isaiah Ortiz, but it was dropped and a flag on the field. We'll see what that is all about.
Sides.
Illegal man downfield.
Oh, yep.
So we'll see if I would think they would probably decline that and make it 3rd and 13. Yep. So 3rd and 13 from the 39 after the incomplete pass and decline of the illegal receiver downfield.
Let me hear you get low.
And a good crowd here for Silver Creek.
Yep.
On their senior night.
Or Severance.
Yes.
Snap back, inside handoff to Dom. He goes around that right side at the 40. He gets grabbed around the ankles and brought down.
Number 7,
That is going to be a long 4th down.
4th down for the Mustangs.
4th and 9. See what? Yeah, they're going to punt from the 42.
All right. Well,
we'll see if he can get the punt off before the defenders get to him. But that's his normal. He started off, I thought at the start of the year, a normal 1-2 step and then a kick instead of the run. But he's going to run it out there once again. Gets a nice kick over on that far side. Gets past the receiver. He's going to pick it up at the 10. And he doesn't know where to go. He's going to cut back across the field, and he's going to go down inside the 10 at their own maybe 9-yard line.
really good punt and really good coverage. That was a good special teams play by the Mustangs.
Yeah, landed out there about the 30 and skipped right by the deep man, and by the time he finally picked it up, Mustangs, sometimes you can outkick your coverage or outrun your coverage. You get everybody down there, and if once he gets past that initial wave, then it's a 1st and 10 from their own 10, 7:19 to go. Inside handoff once again, out across the 15, the 20, the 25, and
That's Gazdick again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Play by number 7, Kelson Gassick.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line.
First down.
17-yard run, 1st and 10 from the 27.
His fourth carry, and he's already up to 63 yards with a touchdown.
They're opening some big holes up front there. I formation behind Iverson's going to be a pitch out here to the left. Comes around the left at the 20, at 5, at the 30, at the 35. And they're going to give him the 1st down. He's going to go out, looks like at the 38, maybe the 39-yard line. Maybe the 39. 12-yard run for, was that Gazdick again?
I think that was Jan.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure. I didn't hear.
I forgot to look to see
I
if
thought
that
it was
was
0, but may not have been.
the refs are having a
0's in, so I guess that's who we're giving it to.
chit chat. Looks like we got somebody may be injured for Fort Morgan. Cooper Chisholm is going to be replaced. Not feeling good. He must have got hit on that one. He is going to be replaced by Isaac Mosqueda. Mosqueda? That's like the delicacies downtown.
Right.
Coach Dad Harrison Chisholm comes out to meet him. Nobody over there. I guess the trainer's over there with him now. First and 10 at the 39 for Severance. 6 minutes to go here, second quarter. Handoff once again at the 40, at the 45, at the 50, and knocked out of bounds. That is Jan.
Play by number 0, Max Yaw.
First and 10
For Silver Knight. First down.
run into Mustang territory at the 47-yard line.
His 5th carry. For 47 yards.
Cooper's been playing defense. He usually lines up as a wide receiver on offense, but I have not seen him in the offensive formation tonight. Receivers left and right, I formation behind Iverson. Going to be a handoff to Jan once again at the 45, at the 40. Cuts it outside at the 35, the 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, and into the end zone for Jan. For the touchdown. 39-6 with the PAT to come up to be attempted. 5:45 to go. Here in the opening half. You know, Gazdik lined up, snap down, kick is up, and that one looks like it is good. So that will bring it to 40-6 on senior night here at Severance High School. Gordon Insurance, be prepared for anything life throws at you. Car insurance, life insurance, farm insurance, and crop insurance. All at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com.
6-4.
Well, Fort Morgan will get the ball back with 5.5 minutes left to go, and
see if they can keep possession long enough. They can keep it out of the hands of Severance. If they can keep it that long, maybe they can get down to the end zone and get a touchdown, get some points on the board. Frankie and Dom back deep at the 5. Gazdik to kick off, approaches, puts his foot into it. And that is going to be Sincere Coleman at the 20, at the 25, 30. And still fights and not blown down yet. Finally hear the whistle. He'll be just shy of the 35, I believe.
That was some good effort there by Sincere.
Yep.
Stopped by a horde of Silver Knights.
A horde.
First down for the Mustangs.
33-yard line at their own 33. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do here with 5:35 to go here, opening half. Two receivers right, two left. Snap back to JJ, rolls out to his right, going to be into the hands of Fritzler at the 45, at the 40. Finally lets him loose. So that's a nice play for a first down for the Mustangs, out to the 45-yard line.
First down for the Mustangs.
JJ still over 50% completion percentage.
As he comes back into the huddle from getting his instructions from the sideline. 5 minutes to go here now, opening half. 3 receivers left, 1 right. JJ rolls out to his left. Keeps rolling, keeps rolling. He's going to pull it down. And he's going to finally go out of bounds. Maybe right at the line of scrimmage. See if they're giving him a little yardage. Maybe not. Second down.
Gave him 1.
Second and 9 from the 46. Two receivers right, 2 left, single back with JJ. Shotgun formation, going to be a handoff to Fritzler, and he's going to break at 45 down to the 35-yard line of Severance.
Tackle and play made by number 21.
Nice hole there that the front made for
First down for the Mustangs.
Ben Fritzler. So 1st and 10 at the Severance 33-yard line.
Yeah, that's only our second double-digit run. One by Dom earlier for 15 yards, and now a 21-yard carry for Fritzler.
Isaiah Ortiz, Frankie Uriah split wide right. 2 to the left. JJ picks the ball up. Going to be a pass out into the left, and diving forward is going to be Ben Fritzler.
Tackle and play by number 27.
That'll get him
Jackson.
4, I believe. Let's see if it's going to get him down to the 29.
They're moving the ball this drive.
So 2nd and 6 from the 29. 2 receivers right, left. Snap back, going to be a handoff this time. It's not to Fritzler, I believe it's Isaiah Ortiz. No, it's Dom Marquez, excuse me. Once they finally get sideways to me, I can see what the number is.
On the tackle by number 17, Jonah Beck, and number 0, Max Yard.
I'm getting him a yard down to the 28.
All right,
So 3rd and 5 from the 28.
Let me hear you get loud.
He's got 5 yards to get first down, probably 4 down territory.
Yeah.
But rather get a first.
So a nice drive going here so far for the Mustangs. 3 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Started this with 5:35. Snap back, pass out here to the left, and incomplete. Threw it at the feet of Isaiah Ortiz. So they'll bring up a 4th and 5 from the 28. So that stops the clock with 2:58 to go. Second quarter, the Severance Silver Knights leading your Fort Morgan Mustangs 40-6. Brings up a 4th down, 2 receivers right and left. Fritzler in the backfield next to Marquez. Snap back, looks out to the left. Nice catch out there in the flat to Frankie as he's going to get it down, not down yet, but it will be a first down. He gets it almost to the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. So nice job there by JJ and Frankie hooking up there at the 16.
Yep.
First down for the Mustangs.
Mustangs still in business on this drive.
2.5 to go. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Isaiah Ortiz split wide to the right. JJ rolls out to his left. He's going to pull it down at the 15, at the 10, at the. He's learning. he ran it out at the 6. He's not taking that hit right now, so that should be enough for the first down. It is. It'll be 1st and goal. Mustangs. We'll see what kind of short yardage plays they've got going here. Isaiah Ortiz, Broden Jess to the right, 2 to the left. Fritzler in the backfield. Pass out here to the far side. It's going to be a caught touchdown, Fort Morgan to Isaiah Ortiz. Had to go down for it, got it off his shoe tops, but Mustangs get the touchdown to Isaiah Ortiz. So that brings it
So the Mustangs still fighting out there.
2:17 to go. Looks like Cooper Chisholm back out there to do the holding for Frank. Snap back, down, kick is up, and good, just inside that left upright. So brings the score now to 40-13.
And now if we can just hold them in the last 2 minutes and 17 seconds, going to half with a score, and extend the game.
We've seen what they've done with their hurry-up offense, so hopefully they don't do like Roosevelt did to us right towards the end of the first half. They went down in 3 plays and scored it, and that was what, from their 20 or 15-yard line or some crazy thing, and took it 85 yards in 3 plays for the touchdown. But that is a whole different game. So 1st and 10 eventually, unless they run it back. Kicking off for the Mustangs is Irvin Melendez Corona, a junior. See who that is. It's back. I can't see the numbers very well. I believe Ethan Shires is one of them that's back. Squib kick once again, and it's going to be picked up at the 25, at the 30, at the 35, at the 40. We're going to break out here to the left. Still at the 40, stiff arm, and finally brought down. That is Kelson Gazdig. And somebody's down for the Mustangs, about the 38. That's Frank Urias.
Dom is limping off too.
Yeah, he's hurting a little bit. Well, timeout here by the refs. Get these. If they call timeout, Dom will probably have to leave. I don't know if he called it for him or not, but
yeah, he's going to have to leave. He's
their own 42. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left, single setback, snap back, left-handed pass. That is going to be nice job there by Sincere Coleman on the coverage. Knocked that ball away from the intended receiver. That was Jackson Steenbergen, at number 22, I believe.
Yep.
So it brings up a 2nd and 10 from their own 42. Clock stopped with 2:04 to go here in the 2nd quarter. A nice defensive coverage that time by Sincere Coleman. Put a man in motion. Going to be a keeper by Iverson around that right side at the 45 at the 50, and finally brought down inside Fort Morgan territory at about the 46-yard line. Called his own number on that one. 1st and 10 from the Fort Morgan 46. Hurry up offense. Pass out here to the right. Stutter step. Going to get down inside the 45. They'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd down for the Knights.
2nd down and 6. From the 42. Snap back, pass out here to the left, wide open. Oh, he initially dropped it, but caught it before it hit the ground. That will be a 1st down for Severance.
Pass on the play is complete to number 22, Jackson.
Down to the
Steenbergen.
32.
That'll be good for a Silver Knight. 1st down.
So 1st and 10, 2 receivers right. Going to be a pass over the middle, over the right side, and complete. It's going to be just short of the 1st down. Oh, nope. Sorry, they gave him the 1st down. So Varney with the reception down to the 22. Snap back. Around this left side and into the end zone is going to be Jan.
Yeah, Jan.
Jan.
22
So
yard.
22-yard touchdown run.
Run on the play by number 0, Max Jan is good for a Silver Knight. Touchdown.
With 51 seconds left here in the opening half.
Scratch that number 8, Axton.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I couldn't tell if it was a 0 or an 8. So that was Axton Henderson. Snap back for the point after, and there's a flag on the kick from the back judge. Not sure what that was all about. We will see. Personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct on Severance, I believe. But I don't see what they're chit-chatting about. I think they might have missed the extra point anyway.
2 fouls. Oh, offsetting personal fouls.
Okay. That isn't what he came up with first, but
So
somebody
we'll
talked him in.
re-kick him.
So we're going to try it again. We got to get the Mustangs out there. So that was Henderson on the touchdown run.
Yep. They're spreading it out. Running out of lines for people.
Try that point after try once again. 46-13 with 51 seconds left, waiting for the point after try. See what they... Yeah, they're going to move into normal formation for the try. Gazdig waiting. Snap. Try is up, and it is good.
Extra point is good.
So that brings the score now to 47-13.
47 Severance, 13 Fort Morgan.
So do they kick the onside here to try and score the last 50 seconds and try running second half clock?
We'll see. They've been kicking it out of bounds. I think he's a fairly decent kicker. I don't know if they're just trying to keep it away from our deep return men or what the deal is, but he keeps kicking it off to the side.
Yep, they have a TV screen down on Severance's sideline, and it's coming from the drone that they have flying over.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Technology.
We can sit here and if they'd get out of our way, we could watch the game from here. Oh, I guess we are watching the game from here. Lost a second off the clock somehow. Kick, and that is going to be picked up about the 27-yard line. That is going to be Jordan Perez. He gets clocked out of bounds there by Vance Elric. Ehrlich, excuse me. Jordan Perez with a short run back to the 39. .45 seconds to go here in the quarter. Mustangs will get the second half opening possession. So we'll see how aggressive they try to be here. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fritzer in the backfield. JG rolls out to his left. Pass down the left sideline, and that is going to be caught by Frank Urias at the 5. He's going to finally get into the end zone. He dropped the ball. Apparently wasn't down yet. There's a flag. Picked up by Jan, I believe, at the 40, at the 45. About got knocked down by his own receiver, and then Isaiah Ortiz is going to get the tackle, and then he's going to get a personal foul on top of that. He put a little shove with his hand after he tackled. I thought Frankie was already down, but I think that's what Coach Harrison Chisholm was thinking too, that he was already down. But there's a flag in the back in the end zone after the fumble. Then there's one out here. That's going to be on Ortiz. That brought it down to 18 seconds. So we'll see what they can filter out here. Holding or illegal block in the back. That was after the pickup of the fumble. Personal foul on Fort Morgan. That's Isaiah Ortiz. The ref has to run back and get his flag. So do they just offset? Do they? But the one
the
penalty
holding
was,
should be The holding should be a spot foul, and then the personal foul from there. It shouldn't be their ball out here.
Coach Chisholm out there about midfield. He called it. He wants to talk to the referee.
That's just nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be a spot foul and then the personal foul afterwards. Or they should offset and go back and start.
Yeah. Rerun the play. I'm wondering if Coach Chisholm is saying he was down. You know, they got the conversation over with. I'm sure he's probably not happy with what was said, but
so I think they're talking about should they do a spot foul from there and then the 15
added on from there. Yeah, it should be.
Because you don't offset afterwards.
I have a question. If that is a holding in the end zone, is that a safety?
That's a good question.
If you're on offense and you're called for a holding or a penalty in the end zone, it's a safety.
That's true.
So if that is in the end zone, is that a safety for Fort Morgan? And that should have been a dead ball.
Right.
Or I just don't know what I'm talking about. So
or maybe it's block in the back. I don't know.
I could hear that dead ball. I know that one.
Right. So the dead ball doesn't get enacted until after.
Right. They spotted
the play.
here.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. Apparently it didn't happen in the end zone. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how that works. But anyway, we're down to 18 seconds, and it will be.
So do I give Frankie
him the
60
yardage
yard
and then the fumble?
Pass and then fumble? I don't know whether that counts. I don't know how that works.
And looks like they will
Play by number 24, Hayden Callis.
run it down. That will be the end of the first half. So we will go to a special by Ben Blecka. Here at halftime, the Mustangs trail at 47-13 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Halftime here at Severance. This halftime show is brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with people you know and people who know you. Stop by one of their locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. Mustangs trail at 47-13. We will give it over to Kevin here, and you give us some numbers.
Yeah. The Mustangs struggled early to get anything going on the ground. Ended up the half 14 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. Those came about this way. Fritzler with 5 carries and 18 yards. JJ has 4 carries for 16 yards, and Dom, the other Marquez, carried the ball 5 times for 18 yards and the 1-yard touchdown. Passing, JJ is just over 50%, 11 for 18 with 1 touchdown and 169 yards. Those passes went to 3 of them to Fritzler for 30 yards, 4 to Urias for 104 yards. Ortiz had 3 for 23 yards and 1 touchdown, and Jess had the other catch for 12 yards. Total of 169 yards and 1 touchdown. Total yards for the half for the Mustangs, 221 yards, which really isn't too bad, all things considering. Moving on to Severance. Too many people to mention. They really like to spread it around, so I'm just going to give the totals. And this is kind of an amazing stat. They have 24 carries for 393 yards. I counted that up 3 times. 3 times. And, yeah, 393 yards.
That's your
6 touchdowns. And you said at the offset that they only had 15 touchdowns total for the year.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy because they also got a touchdown in the passing game. Iverson is 6 for 11, 1 touchdown and 59 yards. So their total offensive output is 452 yards.
Jeez.
Well, 47 points, that's 7 scores. 7 scores averaging 60 yards per score is going to come out 420. So, that's just the tale of the numbers. The Mustangs, would have really benefited if Frankie wouldn't have fumbled that after that 60-yard catch down to the 1 yard line. And of course, we lucked out there that they had a holding penalty on that. Otherwise, they probably would have had the ball at the 50 and might have been able to go in. And, well, did they end up going and scoring anyway? They did anyway, didn't they? So,
yeah, because then Fort Morgan
just ran. Yeah. No, I think on that one, then they just ran because they were way down here. They just ran one play and we're out. But teams are both out trying to warm up. Well, they came out warm because they were inside.
Yeah.
The weather's turned a little chilly, not like the Midwest where I guess an Arctic blast is coming down. And luckily that's east of us. I feel for those people who have to deal with that. We'll get ours at some point, I'm sure. But anyway, what do you foresee for the second half, Brian?
Well, Fort Morgan gets the ball to start, so they're going to have to. They got to take advantage of that and go down and get some points. Just to get some confidence and stay in this thing, just so they don't get the clock running, because they haven't been able to stop Severance, so they're going to have to at least try to go down and get an answering touchdown. Seems like they're short passing game has worked pretty good for them.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of amazing to me, a stat that I just picked up that wasn't in the stats. JJ has not been sacked. He has been pressured. They have put a lot of pressure on him, but he has not been sacked yet tonight.
Yep.
And so that's a positive for the offensive line and for JJ. And, so, yeah, I would like to see him come out and get a nice, consistent drive, not feel like they have to just throw it 60 yards every play, and have 3 passes and punt, or 4 plays and give Severance the ball. But
and they've had more. He's had a little more time because he's been rolling out. Gets away from that pressure up the middle. Buys him a little time to look downfield. And he's been, he rolls out to he's been rolling out to his right usually. And then he'll find Broden Jess out there about 10 or 15 yards downfield. And that seems to have worked pretty good for him. So,
yeah, and he did have the one blocked pass.
Yep.
And they got the pressure to him up the front. And that was one where he didn't roll out. He was in the pocket that time. So.
And this third quarter will be brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit buildsbydesign.com. As we go along here, we'll be thanking our sponsors for this year's sponsorship.
Yes, and it's wonderful that they care enough about local high school athletics that they sponsor and help us be able to bring you this entertaining football.
Yep.
Every year.
So we're ready to kick this thing off here. Oh, that's a different kicker. It looks like number 13, Derek Potts. That's a short kick. Going to come down at the 25, at the 30. That's Sincere Coleman, I believe. It is. And he will get it out to about the 35-yard line of Fort Morgan. So, decent field position for the Mustangs.
First down for the Mustangs.
Looks like both teams still have their original starters out there.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to
give them at least one series.
Yeah, seniors are going to want to stay out there and play as long as they can. 2 receivers left and right. Snap back going to be inside. Yep, that play is going to be blown dead before it got started. Well, actually it got started, but penalty on the Mustangs. So they'll bring up a 1st and 15 for the start of this.
And that's a mistake that we can control, and
Yep.
just puts us behind the chains, and hard to get out of that.
At least it happened on the first down and gives you a little extra time to try to get out of that extra 5 yards. But snap back, going to roll out to his left. Looks downfield, and going to almost intercept it. He underthrew Frank Urias. Frankie was behind him, but he underthrew it, almost intercepted about the 48-yard line, but just came up incomplete.
Yeah, that one was not advised. He should have just thrown that one out of bounds.
Jordan Perez was out there a little shorter, but I think he was pretty well covered also. But actually, Frankie had a couple of guys on him. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fritzler in the backfield. JJ rolls out, and he drops the ball, and it's going to be, I think Fort Morgan got back on it, though, as his arm was hit, as he was still trying to throw the ball. But Fritzler might have jumped back on that, I think. That'll bring up a 3rd down and clear back to what, the 20. Back to the 22. That's a loss of 13.
All right, Silver Knights, it's a 3rd down. Let me hear you get
So
loud.
3rd and 28 to the 22. Wind the clock, he says, and they can't wind the clock for some reason. Wind the clock. There you go. Pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing up there, people. So 3 receivers to the left this time. Isaiah Ortiz, the lone receiver, to the right. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ. JJ's going to roll out to his left. Get pressure. He's going to get the ball downfield, and then is going to be overthrown by about 5 yards over the head of Broden Jess. But JJ just not getting any time, even when he rolls out.
Yeah, 4th and 23, they're definitely going to have to punt.
23, okay.
See, that's an adjustment that I think Severance made at half. As JJ's rolling out, they're sending one guy way wide because Fritzler goes out with them and blocks that outside guy and kind of blocks back to the inside. They're having one guy run outside of Fritzler to make sure that they're getting pressure on him now.
So 4th and 23. Nice snap back to Frankie. Decent kick to land at the 45, the 40. Finally, he falls on it. That is Rodriguez, I believe, that fell on it at the 35, 38-yard line.
For a Silver Knight, 1st down.
Severance. Will have their first possession of the second half. And they will start that at their own 38-yard line.
Kazvik, the running back, the backfield with Iverson.
Going to put Rodriguez in motion. Going to be a handoff to him coming around this left side. He's going to get out to the 40, the 45, the 50. And really not even touched till he was finally tackled into Fort Morgan territory down at about the 42-yard line. So plenty for a 1st down.
Yep.
So 1st and 10 from the Mustang 42.
So 20 yards on that little scamper. They seem to have success running outside as well as up the middle.
Yep. Dual receivers left and right, single setback. Gazdik at the 40, at the 35, maybe 36-yard, 35. This guy's calling it the 35 on this side.
2nd down.
So 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line. Give a shout out to all Fort Morgan Mustang people out there that are listening to us on the radio or social media, however it is. Pass over here on the left side. at the 30, at the 25, not at the 24-yard line.
Play is complete to number 22, Jackson Steenbergen.
Steenbergen with the reception down to the
For a summer night.
23-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 23. 47-13, Severance. Just under 10 minutes to go here. He ran out of bounds, okay. Why is the clock stopped? Oh.
Right. I think the refs want to go home as bad as we do.
Yeah.
It's cold.
2 receivers, going to be a slant pass to Varney. And he is still fighting, getting down to about the 11-yard line. Be enough for a first down.
Brett Varney.
So 1st and 10 from the 11. Dual receivers left and right. Single setback is Gazdy. Going to be handoff to him around this left side at the 5, and he's going to get into the end zone untouched. So touchdown run by Gazdick.
And the clock will run.
Tough night here for the Mustangs. Wasn't anything I was expecting, that's for sure. But it is what it is, I guess. So.
And hopefully it lights a fire under those juniors and sophomores to hit the weight room and get some strength in the offensive linemen and defensive linemen and come back strong next year. They got a good core of young players.
13.
Yeah, we sure appreciate the seniors that have been at it for the last either 4 years, 3 years, whatever they've put into the program.
Seems like just the other day that we were talking about those freshmen, J.J. Marquez and Fritzler. And you know, all the promise that we saw in them. And it didn't quite work out the way that we thought. But, you know, they've been entertaining, and we've seen them grow, and not just those two, but the whole senior class and the Mustang program in general.
Severance ready to kick off here to the Mustangs. Mustangs with their second possession coming up here. As soon as they get the kickoff. Kickoff, not a bad one. Lands about the 15. Is going to get past Dom, and he's going to pick it up out to the 10. That Dom, is that? I'm trying to see that. And that's a flag.
Yeah, it's right at the 10.
Oh, that's Sincere Coleman. He was back. He's got a gimpy leg. So we'll see what the flag is all about.
Late hit, I'm going to guess.
Personal foul, face mask.
So that should move it out to the 25. This is a little better field position.
(54-13) Severance.
Now it looks like they've subbed in, at least in their defensive backfield.
Yeah.
Not necessarily going with younger kids, but you know, second teamers that maybe didn't get as much time this year.
Close trips to the left. They're going to get a block over on that side. He's going to pitch it back to Fritzler, and he'll get it out about 3 yards out to the 28, I believe. It's a tight formation. We'll call it the 28. It'll be a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
First run of the half by the Mustangs.
Second down, Mustangs.
Isaiah Ortiz split wide to the right. Tight trip formation to the left. Going to be inside handoff once again to Fritzler, and not much there. He might have got to the 25, but he was gang tackled right there. They will give him out to the 30, excuse me. Be a gain of 2. 3rd and 5.
Manageable 3rd and 5.
Yep.
All right, Silver Knights, it's a 3rd down. Let me hear you get loud.
So we'll try to name all these seniors for the Mustangs here. We might get that at the end of the contest. 3 receiver split wide left this time, single back, low snap, but JJ does go down and get it. He is pressured, and that ball flutters up there and comes up incomplete. That could have been disastrous, but did find the ground. So 4th and 5 on the incompletion.
It looks like they're going to keep the offense in. And really, with the running clock, what's the difference?
It doesn't take long. So the Mustangs on the field, 4th and 5 at their own 30. Three receivers left, 1 right. Fritzler in the backfield. JJ rolls out, and that is going to be an incomplete pass as he tried to get it to Ben Fritzler, but that ball skipped.
That was well defended. He would probably not have gotten the 5 yards because there were 3 defenders there ready to get up.
It's a Silver Knight. 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 30 for Severance. 4:10 and the clock rolls. But the wind is quit blowing here. It makes a lot of difference when that wind's not blowing.
Yep. Severance working to get a lot of players in. They can hear them yelling for certain names, and the coach is out there counting how many players he is to make sure he's got a full team. And
Which second team we got out there?
yeah. Looks like a new quarterback, maybe.
Brody Rittenauer, Ridenauer. I believe that's who number
9.
Oh, delay a game, back to the 35. Not a big deal. So 1st and 15 from the 35. I'm not sure that's who that is. I formation. Yeah, that's Rittenauer. Well, Rittenauer got the ball. That's still Iverson, I believe, in. I can't tell. That's Jan. No, that's number 9. Number 9 is Braden Quinlan.
Quinlan.
So no gain, 2nd down. 15 from the 35. 2:35 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Let me handoff, bounces it out to the left and brought down for a short gain of maybe 2. Bring up a 3rd down. Going to give it to the 32, it'll be a gain of 3, so 3rd and 12. Really shortens the game when the clock runs. Down to just under 2 minutes now in the 3rd quarter. 1 receiver left, 1 right, I formation behind Quinlan. Going to be a handoff over this left side, and nothing there as Rittenauer is tackled maybe for a loss.
Rolling the play by number 2, Joey Rapp.
Joey Rapp.
Who?
Call it Joey Rapp. Maybe Rittenauer's hurt and Rapp is a...
Rapp took his number, I guess. Stole his number from him. So that's a loss of 2 back to the 34. So that'll bring up a 4th and 14 from the 34. Apparently there was a penalty that I missed along the way that was declined. Brings up a 4th down. Not sure what the penalty was. I didn't see it, but single receivers. Yep. Single receivers left and right. Offset formation behind the quarterback. Going to be an inside handoff to Ridenour or whatever his name might be. Rapp. He's rapping out there. So that will be
Gets his 2 yards back.
a
And
run. That'll
On downs means it's a first down for Fort Worth.
they may not get another play off this half or this quarter.
So first and 10, Fort Morgan from their own 29-yard line. Yeah, they're not in much of a hurry. We'll see if he gets them up to the line of scrimmage. Two
I
receivers,
think
they're going to let it run out. So
you're not running this play.
no. So the third quarter has come to an end with the Mustangs trailing at 54-13 on Morgan County's B106 in the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel, Kevin Rody back here at little Severance High School. Dylan Watson running the board for us tonight.
Let's hear it for your Silver Knights Palms team.
First and 10 Fort Morgan here as the fourth quarter starts. Hand off to Fritzler. He's going to be held to maybe, yeah, they might give him to the 30. Let's see where they finally mark it. Nope, no gain.
Vance Ehrlich.
So second and
Second
10.
down for the Mustangs.
Second and 10 from the 29.
Boy, it's almost pleasant without that wind.
It is. It makes a whole difference. Two receivers left, two right. JJ out into the flat is going to be complete to Isaiah Ortiz at the 35. And he takes a pretty good smack out there, but held on to the ball.
Play, maybe number 5, Landon Bennett.
So that brings up a 3rd and 5 from the
All right, Silver Knights, it's a third down. Let me hear
36.
you get loud.
Well, that's not right. Excuse me. Yeah, 3rd and 3. Snap back to JJ, rolls out to his left. He's being pressured almost sacked, but he runs out of it. Tries to get it to Fritzler and comes up short, I believe. Ben was open, but JJ just couldn't get his feet set to get a good throw. So it'll bring up a 4th and 3 from the 36.
Pass by number 36, Micah Lambert.
Yeah, the Mustangs just not quite their night.
Nope. Two receivers left, two right. Fritzler in the backfield with JJ to his right. JJ's going to roll out to his right. Pass is going to be complete. Enough for the first down for Fort Morgan. See who that
Tackle on the play by number 36,
went to.
Micah Lambert.
Broden Jess.
First down for the Mustangs.
First and 10. Broden Jess, another senior. First and 10 from the 43. Single setback. JJ drops straight back, pass out into the flat to the right. Ball was dropped. Looked like it was in the hands
Pass on the play is incomplete.
to Isaiah Ortiz, but he could not
Landon Bennett.
reel it in. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he took a shot right as he caught that ball.
So 2nd and 10. 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Fritzler sets out to the right. Going to be a snap back to JJ. Finally reels it in. Deep pass down the center of the field, and that is going to be knocked away right at the last minute by Leo Lund.
Provided by number 4, Leo Lund.
If you could have let him just a little bit more, he was, or maybe just had thrown it just a step earlier, but
All right, Silver Knights, it's a third down.
3rd and 10
Let
from
me
the
hear you
43.
get loud.
Yep, so Fort Morgan on that one tried to take the big shot. Now they got to get it so it's a manageable 4th down.
Yep. Snap back to JJ, drop straight back. Going to run up into the pocket. Flag behind the play. Deep pass down the left side and over the head of Jordan Perez. But we got a flag in the backfield, which is usually holding.
Provided by number 12, Avery Thomas.
We'll see if they just decline it and make it 4th down. It doesn't make much difference. The clock runs. Holding. Oop. No face mask.
Offsetting.
I'm not sure. I think it was a personal foul face mask is what it was on Severance. That'll bring up a 1st down for the Mustangs.
First down for the Mustangs.
To the 42 of Severance. And the 4th quarter half over.
Yep.
Oh, no, I guess I was thinking different level there.
3 receivers to the left. Perez wasn't even set yet. Little pass to Perez at the 30, at the 25, at the 15, 10, 5. Is he to get in? Yes, Jordan Perez with the touchdown for the Mustangs.
The play is complete for the Mustangs and in for a touchdown.
Good job for the Mustangs to keep after it. So that was a 42-yard pass.
That was to number 3.
Yep, Jordan Perez.
His first catch, it was a dandy.
Juked a couple of players there and broke back to the left and finally got into the end zone. As Cooper Chisholm awaits the snap. Good snap. Place him down. Kick is up and good.
Extra point is good.
So that brings it to 54 to 20.
54 Severance, 20 Fort Morgan.
So that was whether they'll get the ball back or not. Hard to tell, but if not, that's a good way to end a bad night, I guess.
Yeah.
But this will drop the Mustangs to 2-8 on the year. Severance will go 4-6. Is that right? Yeah, they were. So,
Want to wish our neighbors to the east, Brush, best of luck in their playoff endeavors. They host Delta tomorrow at 1. And it should be a good game. If you're local in Morgan County and you enjoy high school football, that'd be a good game. And if not, we'll have it coverage on 1010 KSIR.
that's right. Ruben Melendez to kick off for the Mustangs. Under 5 minutes and counting here. 54-20 Severance. It'll be a squib kick once again and right to the receiver that was kneeling at the 35-yard line. That's the first time they haven't had one run back tonight.
Kickoff covered by number 14, Caden.
So 1st and 10 from their own 35.
First down for the Knights.
We'd like to thank all our sponsors for their sponsorships this season. Couldn't do it without them. Thanks to Christy Creighton running the boards for us part of the year. Dylan Watson, we appreciate his work. Thanks to Dylan. Got a guy running in late for the Mustangs. Get everybody out there. Waiting for the snap. There we go. Maybe a handoff. Nice stop there by the Mustangs.
Number 2, Joey.
So they'll bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 37.
Now for the Knights.
Give our thanks to John Beltran getting our information to us every week. So he listened in tonight from Florida.
And Ben Blecka for all his halftime programs and coach interviews and pre-games.
Second and 8 waits for the back judge. Going to be a handoff once again over on that left side. The ball's on the ground. Mustangs may have recovered. Looks like the offense is coming back out, so Mustangs will get one more possession. Be first down at the 39-yard line of Severance. 2:45 to go here in the game. As we wait the ref, they got the wait for the ref to get the ball set, and he does. Snap back to JJ. He is going to run out of trouble. Pass downfield at the 20 to the 25, or to the 30, excuse me, 25, and then at the 20. And finally driven out of bounds on the far side. Isaiah Ortiz, I believe. Isaiah Ortiz with the catch.
Down to the 18, 21 yards on that.
So first and 10, right at the 18, okay. Under 2 minutes to go here. Two receivers right to left. Snap back to JJ, drop straight back. Pass out to the right side, and that's going to be out of bounds. He was getting some pretty good pressure. So they'll bring up a second and 10 from the 18. Well, there he is coming back into the huddle. I lost him there for a minute.
And the ball just ended up way back, and they're just taking
their time getting it. Now the ball ended up back there. Second and 10 from the 18. JJ drops back. Gonna run up. Good pass is gonna be caught by Ortiz at the 2. So first and goal from the 2. JJ gets the snap, pass out into the flat. Did he get in? Yes, touchdown Fort Morgan once again here at the end of the game. Isaiah Ortiz, I believe, for the touchdown. So touchdown pass to Isaiah Ortiz. Brings the score down to 54-26. Got about 10 seconds left in the game. Isaiah Ortiz, one of the seniors on this team. They wait the kick. Wait the snap. Placement. Kick is up and no good, off to the left. But that will bring this game to an end.
No good. At the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 54 Severance 26.
So that brings the game to an end. We'll take a short break, then be back with a few numbers for you here as the Mustangs lose it on their final game, 54-26 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel, Kevin Ruddy back here at Severance High School. The post-game show is brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com. The Mustangs fall here to the Silver Knights 54-26, and I think Kevin's got some numbers for us.
Yeah, the Mustangs end the night with 57 yards on 17 carries with just the one touchdown, only 3 rushing attempts in the second half. Passing, JJ ended the night with 17 completions on 32 attempts, 3 touchdowns, and 256 yards. So total yards for the Mustangs, 313. The receiving, Fritzler didn't have any in the second half, so he ends the night with 3 for 30. Same with Urias, 4 for 104. Ortiz caught 4 in the second half, ended up with 7 completions for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jess caught one in the second half, so he ends up with 2 for 19. And Perez has the one catch for 42 yards and a touchdown in the second half. So receiving 17 completions on 176 yards. I didn't add up Severance because we're Mustang fans.
That's right. That's for sure.
So Brian, I just want to say thank you to you.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's been enjoyable.
Yeah, you always do a great job with the numbers, that's for sure. So our players of the game, Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. And tonight our players will be our seniors. Once again, we recognized them last week, but we will recognize them tonight as they play their final game as a Fort Morgan Mustang. Juan Sanchez Cavillo was a senior this year. J.J. Marquez, Ben Fritzler, Jaden Carrera, Isaiah Ortiz, Julian Benitez, Leo Caravello, Oscar Meza, and Broden Jess. I hope I got everybody. But thanks to them for their efforts and their time that they put into this football program. It's been a positive, I'm sure, the leadership that they've provided for these younger kids. So we will see what happens comes next football season, but a lot goes on between now and then. So we won't be back on the air until December 18th when Brush and Fort Morgan will be playing basketball. And that will be at Brush this year, the boys and girls. So it looks like they're recognizing some of the, looks like he gave JJ the ball, did he?
Yeah, JJ got the game ball.
Not the game ball, so that's, he's giving a little speech down there in front of the team down there. So JJ will be one of the stalwarts on the basketball team this year. So he and Broden Jess. So thanks to Dylan Watson, our engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs football. And once again, for Kevin Rohde, the final score, 54-26, Severance over Fort Morgan. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs football on Morgan County's B106, B106.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Good night, everybody.